Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 060, Topics in Developmental Mathematics, Section 4.7, Problem 3. This is Section 4.7, Problem 3. It says the manager of Shaw's Market claims that 70% of their customers pay with credit cards. If 140 people pay with a credit card on a particular day, how many shoppers bought something at Shaw's that day? So it's a realistic sort of a problem. So what we want to do is basically write the problem in the form, boil it down to its important parts so I can write out A is P% of B. And once I can write it that way, I'm going to set up the formula A over B equals P over 100. And hopefully I'll be able to fill in 2 of the 3 unknowns and have only 1, and then I can solve it. So if that's my goal, write it in the form A is P% of B, and I have this statement that 140 people bought something with a credit card. How many bought something altogether? So what I want to do is write it as 140 is 70% of B. B is the unknown, so I'll leave it as B. So that boils it down to my important sentence. 140 people bought something with a credit card. 70% of people are buying with credit cards overall at this market. And so what's the total number for that day? So now that I have it written out this way, the A, when I fill it in, is 140 equals P is 70. And the percent just automatically goes in as 100. And the unknown is B. So I do have just one unknown. So to solve a problem like this, you have one fraction equal to another fraction. I want to cross multiply and then divide. So you can reduce a little bit, or you can reduce as you get into it. It doesn't matter. You get the same answer either way. So if I have 140 times 100, that's a big multiplication. Just ignore the zeros for a second. 140 times 1 is 140. Put the 2 zeros back in. So 140 with 2 zeros, I have 14,000. Pretty easy, even though it's big. Multiplying the other way, 70 times B is 70B. And again, I want what B equals, so I have to divide away the 70. B equals 14,000 over 70. So because it's over 70, because both end in a 0, I can basically just cross off a 0 right away. I'm essentially dividing the numerator and denominator both by 10. 10 divides into both evenly. So I have 1400 over 7. That's a fairly easy division. I can do that in my head. If you're not that sure and your math teacher allows you to use a calculator, just do the numerator. 1400 divided by the denominator equals, and the calculator will tell you that that's 200. If your math teacher will not allow you to use a calculator, just do it out the long way. 7 divides into 1400, and you'll get the answer as 200. Now, how do I know that without doing it out? Basically, again, because of the zeros, I just temporarily ignore 2 zeros. I have 14 over 7. I know that reduces to 2, and then I put back the 2 zeros that I pretended I couldn't see. 2 with 2 zeros, 200, which is the same answer you get with the calculator, same answer you get if you divide it out the long way. So B is 200. So that's telling you on that particular day there was a total of 200 shoppers. If 140 bought something with a credit card, and that represents 70% of the shoppers overall, the total number of shoppers would be 200.